Okay, so we're going to start the initial priming here. So you can see that the tube going down to level 1 is just a couple inches long now. So I cut that one down. You can see I am at low tide on level 3. I'm at a trickle right now for the pump going into level 3. So I'm going to turn this up. Just so we can fill a little bit faster. So I'm going to fill it up until I start getting a trickle down into level 1. Then I'll slow it down. So you can see the water level is going up. You can see I'm a little curved over here, but it's about as straight as I can get it. Look like you can't even, you know, the hole here is actually, even when this is fully when the chamber inside is fully nested into the base of level 3, the hole here is actually still higher than the hole here. So it's hard to get it much. I wouldn't be able to get it horizontal, period. If anything, I'd have to be able to get it sloping downward toward the column here. But this is the most horizontal I could manage to get it at. So we're about halfway, getting filled up. While we're waiting, you can see I put some napkins here. I'm not getting any leaking at all, but I figured since I'm going to be fiddling with this, I might as well just put something there to make sure I don't introduce any leaks. But I haven't had any leaking issues at all since you gave me the advice on how to insert that tube into that seal. Getting there. Honestly, I'm a little confused as to how lowering the flow into the chamber 3 actually does anything, because I guess what I've seen was even if you slow that down, the water is slowly going to creep up this tube. It's going to slowly creep up here, and then at some point it's going to hit this pitch, or hit this arc where the water can slowly start trickling down. And what I thought you want to do is actually try to get all the air out of here. So you want to actually try to get the water to be fully filling the tube and getting over this little hump to get to let the gravity start pulling it down. And if you do a slow trickle, you know, the water here is going to start going so much slower. Once it hits over there, it's going to start flowing at the same rate as it's going in. I'm assuming that the rate that the water inside this tube is going to go up is going to be the same rate as, however, the same rate that water is getting added to the tank. So I don't see how we can. It seems like you'll be at equilibrium at that point, because water's going in at rate X. Water level here is going up at rate X, and then it's also exiting at rate X. So I don't see how the siphon can, I don't see how this tube can get filled up so the siphon could break, so it could actually, by break I mean actually start flushing the water down. I guess I don't know how the siphon can start that way. But anyway, we'll see. So it looks like we're starting to get to the point where we'll get a trickle, so I can try priming the siphon. Kind of see the water getting up there. You're starting to just see the water creep up the tube. So you can see it's right there. So here is the water starting to creep up. So you see it's creeping up. Soon it's gonna hit over the edge, at which point I'll plug up the tube. Okay, so we got a little trickle going on here. So I'm going to plug this up. I am going to now wait for the water. You can see the water is slowly going up, and the water level is going up, so the tube's getting covered up. So wait for the tube to go completely underwater. You can see that. Trying to see where the water is. Yeah, so there's not a lot of water here. The water that's accumulated is actually just barely. You can see I have like maybe 2 inches of water in the tube. So pretty much once it's in the part of the tube that's in the column is completely dry right now. So we are almost at the tube being underwater. Okay, So the tube is completely submerged now. We will give it a little good look. Let it get even a little deeper. You can see looks like there's a little stone that made it in the chamber, but that tube is not. I've never seen my siphon tube getting clogged at all. Okay, all right, hold on. Okay, we're back. So you can see now all I did was I put my phone down so I could slow down the inflow into level 3. So now it's going at a very slow trickle. You can see that tube is clearly underwater. Still don't have a lot of water here, but when I let go, I don't get a big flush like you had said I would see. So let's let go. I mean, I guess this is a little stronger, but it's still not that strong. Like I'm used to seeing, you can see the water's not completely filling up the tube. I'm used to seeing when the tank drains, the water, the tube is completely full of water. So the water level is slowly going down. You can see, yeah, the tube's starting to break the surface. But it looks like it's gonna slow down after a bit. That's what I'd seen in the past. It actually looks like it's slowing down now. Yeah, so this is what I had seen prior, so I just didn't, the siphon really wasn't strong enough to really empty the tank, so I'm actually in kind of a weird state where I'm not at low tide, I'm not at high tide. I think the siphon just started kind of half-heartedly and didn't have enough to continue anymore, so I think it's gonna probably slow down in a little bit. All right, we'll stop it right now.